Hyundai's IONIQ 7 electric SUV is in the works, and this is what we know so far. In today's video, we'll show you all about Hyundai IONIQ 7. Before we get into the video, don't forget to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure that the post notifications are turned on so that you never miss a video from us. Without further ado, let's dive in. The Hyundai 7 concept, which made its world debut at the 2021 Los Angeles Auto Show, is a good blend of traditional boxy and modern aerodynamic SUVs with the brand's latest EV design cue, parametric pixel lighting on display. With its masculine design, the Hyundai 7 concept has an obvious presence. The SUV looks muscular and futuristic thanks to an upright front end with a full-width DRL strip on top, a massive rectangular digital frame with vertical headlamps on the outside ends, and the clamshell hood. As part of the welcome function, the digital frame completely lights up. With car and driver Simon Losby, head of Hyundai Style Group, Hyundai Motor Group discussed the design of the 7 concept. According to Losby, the IONIQ 7 will keep the 7-pixel light headlamp instead of separate lights. The manufacturing model will have a flat and translucent cover over the pixel-shaped lights. The latter is more creative and appealing, but it is less practical because it collects dirt. The hood-integrated brand logo is one component of the front end that will not make it to production. It's far easier to do on plastic panels, such as the one used in the design, than it is on sheet metal. The production model will also have a frunk or a front trunk for additional cargo room, according to Losby. He affirmed that the IONIQ 7 would not have the concept's all-glass tailgate. The 2027 Hyundai IONIQ 7 concept is described as a living place on wheels, which is exactly what the all-electric SUV looks like. The 7 is based on Hyundai's new cross-brand E-GMP platform, which will underpin the IONIQ 5 and many other upcoming Hyundai and Kia EV cars. It is said to be similar in size to the 3-row Hyundai Palisade. The 7 concepts are just that. A concept with a futuristic facade that includes innovative lighting elements, shape-shifting wheels, and glass panels on the roof and back. It does, however, tease design language and technologies that could become a reality in the future. While its massive coach and doors are furniture-like, chairs seem outlandish. The concept of a huge interior with various permutations is plausible. The 2024 IONIQ 7 aims for a range of more than 300 miles and lightning-fast charging times, while the IONIQ 7 concept is still in development. We expect Hyundai to use the moniker on the huge all-electric SUV with seating for up to 7 or 8 people. We don't know when the 7 will be available to the public, as the company plans to release 3 new EVs over the next 2 years, including the already disclosed IONIQ 5. We anticipate a 2024 model at the earliest. Hyundai hasn't stated how much the IONIQ 7 will cost or what trim levels will be available, but we anticipate a selection comparable to the smaller IONIQ 5 with SE, SEL, and limited variants. With electric vehicles projected to become more common over the next few years, we wouldn't be shocked if their prices approach those of comparable gas-powered automobiles. That means the 2024 IONIQ 7 might start at roughly $50,000, which is the current Palisade top end. While we don't know what big battery the IONIQ 7 will have, we expect it to have a large usable capacity because Hyundai is aiming for a driving range of more than 300 miles. When connected to a 350 kW fast charger, the 7's battery is set to charge from 10% to 80% in around 20 minutes. The IONIQ 7 concept shows how a 3-row SUV's exterior can be paired with a completely flat floor to create enormous interior space. Hyundai takes advantage of the partnership by replacing typical rows of chairs with adjustable arrangements that can create a lounge-like atmosphere. Even if parking in tight areas becomes more difficult, the SUV will be easy to get in and out of, thanks to a set of massive coach doors that open from the middle out. However, some aspects, such as the doors, may not make it into the final model. The IONIQ 7 idea also ditches the traditional steering wheel in favor of a retractable control stick, which sounds odder than Tesla's yoke-style helm. You can bet that won't be in the final product. A built-in micro-refrigerator and chambers to, refresh passenger footwear are also included in the proposal. The centerpiece, though, is an OLED screen that also serves as a panoramic roof. It can show user-requested material or transform the interior environment into a more relaxed setting. The Hyundai IONIQ 7 will be an intriguing blend of conventional SUV appearance and current SUV features like crossovers. It will be low to the ground with a sloping roofline and a somewhat bent tail portion. A brawny snout, flattish hood, squarish wheel arches, a straight belt line, massive 6-spoke alloy wheels, and vertical headlamps and rear lights will contrast with the crossover appearance, emulating real SUVs. The ORVMs should be camera-based digital units, and the production models should have flush door handles. The availability of digital mirrors would be governed by local restrictions. Hyundai has demonstrated with the Ioniq 5 that it can create production EVs that are quite similar to their concept counterparts while still keeping prices affordable. So, as radical as the 7 concept appears to be, the Ioniq 7 could be quite close. The production version, according to Manos, will be quite close. So close that will be amazing. The front lights have been tweaked to focus more on illumination and range than styling. New bumpers have been cast with provision for the electronics. The bonnet and the sidewall have been modified to accommodate an accessible front, and the retractable side mirrors have been replaced with fixed digital mirrors. The pillar-less coach doors have been replaced with regular doors featuring flush-fitted handles, rims inspired by the Prophecy, and 7 concept vehicles by charging port. Shark fin antenna and new roost have been added. We also went with a body color that wasn't the usual blue or the concept green tint. The Hyundai 7 concept includes pillarless coach doors on the sides. For an SUV of this size, the roofline flows down substantially. This, combined with the SUV's elegant windows, sloping shoulder line, and long kick in the belt line from behind the rear doors, gives it a modern look. The lengthy straight piece of the belt line, the squarish wheel arches, the simple surfacing on the doors, and the massive wheels on the other hand contribute to the overall rough SUV character. The back end of the 7 idea is a futuristic one as the front. The magnificent all-glass tailgate with Hyundai emblem in the middle is surrounded by parametric pixel lighting. The concept has a vision roof display with a panoramic OLED panel that can display varied content according to the passenger's preferences, and it even adjusts the interior ambience for relaxation. The pillarless coach doors open automatically, revealing a lounge-like interior for the passengers. The 7 contains numerous interior characteristics typical for concept EVs, such as swiveling lounge chairs, a lounge bench seat, retractable driving gear, and a digital display. A mobile console with a 27-inch monitor and an aircraft-like air filtration system, and eco-friendly materials like bamboo wood, mineral plaster, bioresin, and more are among the other noteworthy features. According to Car and Driver, the inside of the 7 concepts is less representative of the cabin of the real model. Only a few components, such as the capsule-shaped cutouts in the door panels, will appear in the Ioniq 7. MOTORTREND has also learned that the inside will undergo significant revisions. According to Sang-Up Lee, Senior Vice President and Head of Global Hyundai Design, the Ioniq 7 was designed with completely autonomous driving in mind. Thus, the inside is a little more imaginative. A conventional steering wheel in place of the retractable one. Regular chairs instead of lounge seats and a central console are all obvious differences not present in the concept. According to Car Scoops, the Hyundai Ioniq 7 will be available in both two-wheel drive and all-wheel drive variants. The all-wheel drive version will have a system output of 308 horsepower. The motors will be powered by a 100 kWh battery pack, and the automobile might have a ground clearance of more than 8 inches. According to an autohome.com.cn article from February the 9th, 2021, the Hyundai Ioniq 7 battery pack will be supplied by SK Innovation and CATL. Hyundai could fill the Ioniq 7 with innovative features, some of which would break new ground thanks to its specifications and segment location. For example, a transmission unit can generate and transport electricity for wireless charging of the car with a higher ground clearance, typical of a larger SUV. Wireless charging for E-GMP platform models is in the works, according to HMG. After the Genesis GV60, the Ioniq 6 and 7 are likely candidates for the technology. Hyundai may be able to use freshly developed high-tech materials on the Ioniq 7 due to its premium positionings. Paints and trims that serve more than simply looks could be one of the many novel aspects of the huge electric SUV. And that concludes today's video. What are your thoughts on the Hyundai Ioniq 7? Please share your thoughts in the comment box below. We'd love to hear from you. Consider subscribing to the channel for more great videos like this.